What's happening, peoples? Welcome to the Armchair Pundits Arsenal review show, powered by me, Bevan. Before I talk about the game today, just remember you can follow us on X, on Instagram, and on TikTok, and you'll see the link right there. So today we're going to get into the game and what happened. So this is a game that we needed to win today, so we could go 9 points clear, because we've had this opportunity in the past and we haven't taken it. We've either drawn or we've lost games, and so this game was a must win against a side that when we played them away from home was in a similar situation. We ended up drawing 2-2, and they are a very physical side, and that kind of showed in the game today. You saw within inside the first 10 minutes when Raya comes out to claim a cross, and he kind of misses it, gets tangled up with Ballard. I think it comes off Ballard's head. Then it drops to Robbie, who takes a shot, and it's probably going to go past the post. But then Havertz kind of clears it away. And that showed how Sunderland were in this game. They were very physical. There's a lot of battles between Robbie and Saliba. And a lot of the times, Saliba came out on top. Didn't win all of them, but he didn't have to. But he just did enough to make sure that we were still in the game. And in the first half, we did kind of ride our luck a little bit. I say that, but they didn't really have a lot of chances to score goals. I can't really remember Raya having to make too many saves. But at the same time, when it came to Arsenal, we didn't really have a shot on target. Kai has a chance after a couple of minutes, and it's a header, and it's just wide. Declan Rice has a chance where he takes a shot and it goes past the post. But in terms of chances, Rose didn't really have a shot to really save. I know that Jesus had a chance in the first half, but really that wasn't difficult. It was straight at him, and it was kind of an easy save to make. But when we do score, we score from what I've seen a lot this season, where we press the team high and we force them into making a mistake, and we win the ball back. And it starts with Madueke winning the ball back on the right. He gets it. We spray it across to the left. Then Trossard sets Zubimendi for a shot where the tech on the shot was amazing. Hits it with the outside of his boot. The little bit of swaz hits the post, back of the net, and then we're 1-0 up. And then at that point, we had just before half-time, that's when we needed the goal. I was thinking to myself that we needed to go back in at half-time and regroup, but that goal kind of gave us a boost before we get into half-time, and we get another chance, but Jesus is offside. Now, he was in his own half, so he didn't really need to be. And if he times his run right, then we get a penalty because Ballard fouls him, and possibly Ballard gets sent off as well, and you're 2-0 at half-time. But it doesn't happen because he's offside. And then Kai had the chance, and it goes just past the post. And then we're going at half-time, we're 1-0 up, and we come out for the second half, and Sunderland are kind of on top a bit. Again, there's some kind of chaos where Raya comes to clear the ball, he goes to kick it, bounces off someone's chest, and you're kind of thinking, is it going to be one of those days? But we weather the storm, and then we get another chance to score. And when we do get that chance, it's when Gyokeres comes off the bench, and he's got within 5 minutes of coming off the bench, he manages to get a goal, which comes about again from us being high up the pitch, winning the ball back pretty early, pretty quickly, a couple of times, and the ball gets played into Havertz. Havertz sets up Gyokeres, and then he's back in the net. It's 2-0, and then it's comfy. And when you look at it now, that's in all competitions, that is 6 in 8 for Gyokeres, and he's starting to get into a little bit of form. He scored 2 goals in the last 2 games, or he scored 3 goals in the last 2 games actually. And so it's showing that he's coming into a good vein of form at the right time of the season when we kind of need it, especially where we've got injuries, and we need the squad to kind of pull together, which it has shown, because this is a game where we haven't had Odegaard, we haven't had Saka, and in seasons gone by, us missing those two, we have seldom won any games. But this season, I think Odegaard has played 18 games, so he's missed 7. Saka's played 21, so he's missed 4. And I mean, this is 2 games in a row where they haven't played together, but we've come away with a victory and we scored 7 goals in those 2 games. I will admit, it didn't kind of seem like it was a 3-0 game, but we are a very gritty team, and we was able to weather the storm and fight with Sunderland in moments in that game when we needed to, and come together. I've seen Arsenal play some beautiful football. Under Wenger, we played some amazing football, but we didn't. There were years where we didn't win anything, and we didn't have that still. And now we've got a bit of still, and we can see if it's going to get us over the line. At a moment where 9 points clear, which would mean that we are in pole position at the moment for the league. So we need to keep it going. And personally, for me, I don't mind if we're going to be steely and win games like that. It doesn't, to me, as long as we win, that's all that matters. Yeah, you want to see nice, you want to see attractive football, but you actually want to see winning football. You want to see us lift the trophy at the end of the season. You want to see us win the Prem. And if we can, a couple of other cups on the way. I'm not saying that's going to happen or anything like that, but it would be nice that we could kind of do that. And this is a game where it puts us in a good position. We put pressure on City, who have got Liverpool tomorrow. So, James, Liverpool need to do their job and get 3 points. Not for us, but for you. You need the 3 points because there's no Champions League football otherwise, you know what I mean? Man City won today. Chelsea won today. United won today. You need to pick up the momentum and do yourselves a favour. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, now we're back to winning ways. That's since the United games, we've had 4 wins on the bounce. And we need to just keep up that momentum, especially going into Brentford away. We've got 2 away games back to back, so we need to keep up the momentum so we can win those games or put us in a good position to win those games, and hopefully for us to kick on to go forward for the rest of the season. Gyokeres' last goal comes about as well because of Sunderland seemed to be a bit open, and I don't know why they were so open that late into the game. When it's unlikely they're going to get two more goals to bring it back to a draw, but gets played out to Martinelli, who takes the ball forward and then slots into Gyokeres, who manages to score on his weaker foot with just a tap in, and then does his celebration while on the ground, which is quite good and hilarious. So yeah, as I said, he's up to 6 goals in the last 8 games, 13 goals for the season in all competitions, 8 goals in the Premier League, and he seems to be kicking on at the right point, at the right time of the season as well. So that game was important for us to win, and it shows the importance of us having a big squad and how it can push us through to winning the league, which is what we want to do, and we're in pole position to do that. So we just need to continue this form. As I said, bring this form into a game against Brentford, bring on Brentford, let's bring on 3 points in that game as well, and keep up the momentum. As I said, I'm Bevan, this is the Arsenal post-match review on behalf of the Armchair Pundits. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and catch us on the pod. See you in a bit. Peace.